Well, folks, we have a lot of X-Men news to talk about today because, of course, we got Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up, but Kevin Feige has even said himself that after that, it's going to be the era of the mutants, the era of the X-Men in the MCU. We've already gotten sort of little sneak peeks of that with Deadpool and Wolverine and some of these various other projects that these mutants are popping up in, like Beast in the post-credit scene for the Marvels, which was great to see. But soon, very soon, we are going to be getting our MCU X-Men. They already hired a writer. We talked about that quite a while ago, that somebody's writing the script. I don't remember the guy's name, but I mean, it's somebody. This is a movie that's in development. We are getting an MCU X-Men movie, and that's very, very exciting. And, as we fast approach, this movie becoming more of a reality and them actually shooting it and everything, we're going to get more details. And obviously, since Disney bought Fox, we've been speculating and fan casting of who they could cast as the MCU X-Men. But now we're at a point where things could actually happen, which is certainly very, very exciting. And one of the first things we got to talk about here is unexpected news, for sure. Because coming from Daniel RPK, most of the news in this video is from Daniel RPK. The Russo brothers have reportedly signed a new deal with Marvel Studios to lead several projects, including the upcoming X-Men movie. Now this one, I don't know how to feel about this. Because obviously they are coming back for Doomsday and Secret Wars, which most people are not looking forward to. They think it feels super desperate. I will admit, yeah, it feels desperate. But, I mean, they did great with Infinity War and Endgame, so I still have faith in them, and I'm still excited for them. But several other projects, and also when he says they've signed a deal to lead several projects, does that mean direct or just like produce? Like what exactly does that mean? Daniel RPK's statement isn't really super duper clear here. Um I hope they're not directing X-Men, because I mean, like, they are big X-Men fans and Wolverine fans, so like I'm sure they do a great job, but I I want someone else to do X-Men. I want someone new to take on this team. That's personally what I would like to see, and I feel like most people would agree. And again, the reason this is surprising to me is just because of the complete backlash that most people have had with the Russo brothers coming back for the next two Avengers movies and everyone calling it desperate. Like, why would Marvel Studios double down on that? Like, unless they're truly that confident in the Russo brothers. And Daniel RPK, of course, is one of the more reliable sources that we talk about. So I kind of believe that this is the case, as much as I wish it wasn't. But let's get into some of the more fun conversations here, talking about casting. And a couple of these have been out there for a while, and I could have made a video about, but I'm glad I waited so I could just do it all at once. Get a nice little package here, a nice little X-Men casting rumor video. Starting off with Storm. Now, Cynthia Erivo, of course, just starred as Elphaba in Wicked. Fantastic movie if you haven't seen it. And she's been nominated for an Oscar, all that good stuff. And she went on the press tour, or, well, on the awards tour, when asked about what she wants to do for her next role, she said she wants to play Storm in the MCU. And there were some things going around that maybe Marvel Studios was actually considering that. I don't know. I certainly think Cynthia Erivo is a great actress. And especially seeing her doing the flying scenes in Wicked, I think she would be a great Storm. I feel like some people would complain about that. There's a thing going on in Hollywood right now, a sort of conversation when it comes to colorism. I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm a white guy, so I don't really, I don't have a first person point of view perspective on it. I'm just gonna say what I've heard. because I know there was a bit of backlash with the casting of Jon Stewart in the DCU with Aaron Pierre, who I think Aaron Pierre is a great actor. I think he's going to be a great Jon Stewart, but some people are saying he's not dark enough. And that's something I could maybe see being an issue with Cynthia Erivo. Again, I don't have an issue with the casting, but some people would. Although, speaking of Storm, coming at it from a different scooper, here we have My Time to Shine Hello. She's saying that now that she's no longer in Thunderbolts, because remember, Io Tabiria was originally going to be in Thunderbolts, she's being considered for the role of Storm in the X-Men reboot, which is a really interesting choice. I think that will be really cool. It makes sense with how, again, she was going to be a part of a Marvel project. It didn't work out because of scheduling issues. Now maybe she can have an even better role. And I love Io. She's a fantastic actress. I love her in The Bear. I love her in everything else I've seen her in. And so again, it's not what you would expect, especially because most of the characters we've seen her play are fairly similar and very like quirky type characters. But I would love, again, she's a great performer, so I would love to see her in a more serious, stoic superhero role like Storm. I think that would be awesome. And she's late 20s, maybe early 30s, I think. So you can kind of see that they're going for a bit of a younger X-Men. That's also another thing that kind of goes against Cynthia Erivo as well. Like, she's not old, but she's not as young as I think they want the X-Men to be. Another rumor we have is Marvel Studios is rumored to be eyeing Elizabeth Gillies to play Rogue. Yeah, I love this. I love this casting idea. Another great actress, and she looks the part. She sure does. I really want Rogue to be done well in this version because she her adaptation in the Fox movies was not great. Another Marvel Studios rumor is that they're eyeing Brenton Thwaites to play Cyclops, which I love this idea. He was one of the best parts about Titans. He was a great Nightwing. He was really fantastic casting there. The show itself just wasn't great. But he, I think, would be an awesome Cyclops. Again, he has the look, and he's a great actor as well. I think he deserves something big like this. I looked up his age. He's 34, I think. So it seems kind of like they want to go for somewhere between mid-20s to early 30s-ish X-Men. Which is really exciting. I mean, this does kind of go against what we talked about a couple months ago, maybe, with Sadie Sink being rumored that Marvel Studios wanted her for Jean Grey. Obviously, that casting wouldn't really work opposite Brenton Thwaites, but we'll see, which of these are actually true and which are not. Back to Daniel RPK, though. This is actually kind of doubling down on a rumor we talked about at some point last year about how Gambit and Kitty Pryde are definitely going to be on the MCU's X-Men roster. Gambit, of course, 2024 was the year of Gambit. He really sparked into the mainstream and fans started loving him in X-Men 97. Then we got him in Deadpool and Wolverine. So it makes sense they want to bring him back. Kitty Pryde, just an underrated X-Men character that has not been brought to the screen, at least not, well, she was, but hopefully we can get a better version of the character, and I think she's totally deserving of this. Now, I believe finally here, and I think this is also coming from Daniel RPK, saying that Marvel Studios is eyeing Hunter Schafer to play Mystique in the MCU, which Mystique is a great character, so I really hope we get her in this X-Men reboot, and I think Hunter Schafer would be a great choice. Again, phenomenal performer, phenomenal actress. For those who don't know, Hunter Schafer is a transgender actress, so maybe that is an element of it as well, and they maybe want to play up that part of the character and her whole shape-shifting ability and her, in a way, sort of gender fluidity, kind of like how they did Morph in X-Men 97, do something similar to that. I think it could definitely be an interesting approach. And again, even if that's not a part of it, she's just a great actress. She has the look, and I love this idea. I would love to see this actually come to fruition. Yeah, honestly, all of these, I think are great choices. This just excites me that now we're to the point where some of these are potentially legitimate rumors for the MCU X-Men. Some of them probably aren't, but take them all with a grain of salt. But it's fun to think about. We're getting the X-Men, people. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the MCU's X-Men? What do you think potentially the Russo brothers and how they could be involved? And who do you want to see cast in which roles? Who do you want to see on the roster? All that good stuff. Let me know in the comments below. So thank you for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I keep up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.